I'm Alan Foley for Queensberry TV, and we're standing on top of Lillywhites Sports Store in central London, and I'm joined by national light heavyweight title contender and current Queensberry national super middleweight champion, Terry Russell. Terry, good to see you. It's a little bit windy up here and a little bit high, to be honest with you, but we'll stand a little bit away from the railings. But how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling fit. I mean, all my camps come together now, so last 3 weeks we're ready and waiting.
Now let's have a look at the first fight. I want to go back and put some sort of history in the fight.
Yep.
The first fight, you faced Dominic Felix, your first time up at light heavyweight, which, to be honest, was a weight that, me personally, watching your Queensberry career, I mean, you came in at welterweight,
Yeah.
You moved up to middle, then super middleweight, and the light heavyweight, I felt, was a little bit of a jump for you to face Felix, and in the end, it was a very, very close fight, but didn't get the decision. But
No.
What are your memories of that fight?
My memories that when I was coming in, it was a little bit scrappy, then I was getting tied up on the inside. And so basically my game plan for this is to take that away. I don't want to get tied up on the inside, I don't want to get caught up on it. I want to take it to him and step off when he tries to tie it up. With the last fight, I thought it was really close. I thought that I had it, but this time I got to prove it.
Yeah, because I know, speaking to your coach John Houston,
Yep.
he was sort of the opinion that it was very, very close. Personally, on the night, I thought you edged it on work rate and sort of forward aggression, but you know, the judges scored it to Felix. But taking everything away from that fight and you know, looking ahead to the next fight, because you've got a bit of history there. I know you've sparred with Dominic after that fight as well, but what do you need to do in this fight? What's the game plan?
I don't need to get tied up. It was literally the last fight where I think that I went wrong is my inside work. I'm an inside fighter. I want to be close. I want to be throwing those bombs on the inside. That last fight, I stepped off, you know, got tied up and got caught in the messy fight. I don't want to do that this time. I want to take it to him and be let loose.
Yeah. Because I know since that fight, you've gone on to win the super middleweight title. You know, looked impressive. You've always been an exciting fighter. I mean, aggressive game, one of the most exciting fighters in the league to watch. But Dominic has those physical attributes, doesn't he? He's got those long arms, those long levers where he sort of he tries to keep his opponent at range, and he's got quite a bit of power in those shots as well.
Yeah, so that's why I've got to keep my head moving and throwing the bombs over the top. Keep him on the back foot.
Yeah. Because I know that I spoke to you in the build-up to this fight a couple of weeks ago, and you said, you know, your job is to get inside, you know, get on the inside, work him, but not get tied up. I mean,
Exactly.
Preparation-wise, sparring, I mean, what sort of sparring have you been getting for the fight?
Well, I've been getting sparring from all sorts of lads, from right up at heavyweight, all the way down to, you know, middleweights, light middleweights, everything all the way through. I mean, what I've been getting people to work on with me is trying to tie me up so that I'm used to it, throwing them off, and then throwing the shots over the top.
Because I know up at South Morton Boxing Club, where you're from, you know, there's a big stable of fighters up there. You've got Gavin Lissenden, who's also on the bill.
Yep.
You know, you've got a lot of sparring partners, and I saw you recently sparring with some massive Polish heavyweights who are over visiting the gym. But, you know, how do you vary your training? I mean, what goes into a typical week?
A typical week, it will start off in the morning. I'll do my cardio based in the morning, then come through for the evening. I'll do strength and conditioning. So I train twice a day, say 5-6 days a week, depending on my energy levels. I think it's very important to listen to your body, listen to how you're feeling, and rest when you need to.
Fast forward to the fight. Obviously, it's not that long away on Saturday the 24th of September, but when you're facing Dominic again, you know, I know you know each other outside of the ring now, but how do you put that to one side, and how do you sort of get into that sort of game mode where you know you're in there to win, and it's a two-weight national champion is nothing to be sniffed at. I mean, that's an achievement I know that you've wanted to do for a long time, but how does the mindset change once that first bell goes?
Well, for me, a fight's a fight. You know what I mean? I want to go in there, and I'm super competitive. I've always have been, and I'm a sore loser. So that's why as soon as I get into that ring, I'm going forward. I'm not losing it.
Because I know that we saw the epic clash when you won the national super middleweight title for the first time against Artur Gorka at Epsom, and it was a fantastic fight. How do you see this one going?
I see this one going the full distance because Dominic is a good fighter. But I see myself taking it because I've come on 10 to the dozen since last time, and I know I'm fit for this fight. I'm ready. I'm going to take it.
Well, that's Terry Russell. He's the co-challenger for the Queensberry National Light Heavyweight title on Saturday, September the 24th at the Epsom Downs Racecourse in Surrey. Very confident, looking to reverse the decision from their first fight. Expect fireworks.